Match day 2 of the AFC Champions League Elite League stage in the Western League brings us to the Abdullah bin Khalifa Stadium in Doha as Qatar's Al Duhail take on the defending Champions League Elite holders Ahli, who last season became the third different Saudi Pro League side to become champions of Asia. Well, Ahli were given a fright on match day 1 when they found themselves 2 down at home to Uzbekistan's Nasaf, but 4 second-half goals, including a stoppage-time double, saw the holders off to a winning, if not convincing, start. Well, Al Duhail, runners-up in the Qatar Stars League last season, were beaten by another Saudi side, Al Hilal, in their opener, but gave a decent account of themselves, even taking a 1-0 lead in Riyadh before succumbing to goals from Darwin Nunez and Theo Hernandez. 2 sides here tonight with plenty of quality in their ranks. Al Duhail lying 5th after 6 games in the Qatar Stars League this season, 5 points behind the leaders Al Shamal. It's been an inconsistent start to their campaign, having won 2, drawn 2 and lost 2 of their opening 6 domestic games this season. Top 8 is the target, remember, for those sides hoping to qualify for the round of 16. 8 from 12 will progress to the knockout stage of this competition. Well, it's the 5th meeting in this competition between these 2 sides. Al Duhail haven't won for 3, 2 draws and a defeat in those games. They've won just 1 of the previous 4 games. The last 2 meetings have both finished in 1-1 draws. That was the home and away meetings in the group stage of the 2021 competition. A 1-0 win here in the group stage of 2012 and a 3-0 loss 13 years ago as well in the away game. Al Duhail's first ever AFC competition match, incidentally, was against Al Ahli. That was in 2012. Namtehi scoring the winning goal in a 1-0 victory. They'll certainly take that tonight against the defending champions. They reached the final of Asia's ultimate club competition for the 3rd time in the club's history last season. It was 3rd time lucky as well after defeats back in 1986 in the old Asian Club Championship and a loss in 2012. Finally, it was victory on home soil at the King Abdullah Sports City, seeing off Kawasaki Frontale by 2-0. Minimum requirement, of course, will be a place again in the quarter-finals. Played once more at a central venue. It was a terrific and fascinating way to end the inaugural Asian Champions League Elite competition, and so it will be the case again. Will Qatar be represented? Al Duhail, one of 3 Qatar Stars League sides in the West Region League. Al Gharafa with a win and a loss in their opening 2 games, and a draw for Al Sadd in their opening match too. A 4-2 win against Salal for Al Duhail in their last home game. They've won 2, drawn 1, lost 1 of 4 games here this season. They were beaten 1-0 by Al Wakra in the Qatar Stars League. In terms of this competition, although they didn't play last season, they have won their last 2 home games in the AFC Champions League since a 3-2 loss at home to Al Nassr in November of 2023. They're on a run of 7 wins in their last 12 at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the
well, Luis Alberto there in the background in the midfield for Al Duhail, a player with 1 international cap for Spain, a player who had a spell with Liverpool and at Sevilla. Played most of his football, though, in an 8-year spell with Lazio in Italy, who he left to join Al Duhail in 2024. So the atmosphere building here. Qatar against Saudi Arabia Al Duhail against Ahli, the holders. They are the team to beat now this season. They have a target on their back, of course, as the defending champions. And they know they won't be able to take the foot off the pedal in any of their encounters this season, as they almost found out to their cost in their opening game against Nassaf before really showing their quality in the second half. Two sides make their way out then into this impressive Abdullah bin Khalifa Stadium, a modern arena that holds around about 9,000. Al Duhail then back in the Champions League. Couldn't have been a tougher opening away to Al Hilal, beaten by 2-1. But it is a second match against Saudi Pro League opposition in quick succession. -30°C. It is a warm evening, but the pitch looking in great condition, and the conditions perfect for Champions League Elite football. Well, Al Duhail make 4 changes from their loss at Al Hilal. This week's new signing, Arthur Desmas, the French goalkeeper, makes his debut, replacing Salah Zakaria in goal. Sultan Al-Brake comes in. Edmilson Jr. returns out wide. Italian holding midfielder Marco Verratti plays in the league stage for the first time, having played in the qualifying rounds up front. Adel Bobina scored against Al Hilal. He partners Krzysztof Piątek, the Polish international, who scored 5 in 8 games in all competitions this season. Hassan Al-Rawi is the captain for Al Duhail. Edouard Mendy, the Senegalese international goalkeeper, wears the armband for Al Ahli. Omar Mohamed Al Ali of the United Arab Emirates is the referee. The 37-year-old from Sharjah takes charge of his first AFC Champions League Elite match this season. He refereed 5 times in the last campaign. Al Ahli make 3 changes from their opening day win, with Mohamed Suleiman rewarded with a start after scoring from the bench. Valentin Atangana comes into the midfield to partner Franck Kessié, while up front Ivan Toney starts on the bench. Faras Al-Burakan is likely to push to centre forward, while Mateus Martins is likely to start on the left. Frenchman Enzo Mio scored twice in 3 minutes to pull around that 2-goal deficit in their opening game. Plenty of support for Al Ahli, who wouldn't have been in this competition had they not won last season's event. They finished 5th in the Saudi Pro League, missing the top 3 by 3 points behind Al Nassr, but qualified as last season's winners, denying Al Nassr, who drop into the AFC Champions League 2 as a result of Al Ahli's victory. All the focus was on winning this competition last season. They're 5th again in the Saudi Pro League after 4 games, but they are unbeaten with 2 wins and 2 draws, 4 points behind the early pace setters Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr. Pre-match huddles completed, and we're just about ready to go. First home game of this campaign for Al Duhail. So it is the Red Knights, Al Duhail, who get us underway against Ahli from Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, the defending champions. Al Duhail all in red, Ahli wearing the all white. And it's the Qatar Stars League runners-up, trying to attack early down that far side. Both teams littered with quality. Marco Verratti in the holding role in the centre of Al Duhail's midfield. Luis Alberto just ahead of him. Krzysztof Piątek, a former Milan striker, at centre forward, the Polish international, with Adel Bulbina of Algeria. Ayman with the header away. Here is Verratti. Bulbina with the touchback to Bassam Al-Rawi. And that Desmas knocks the ball on. Was without a club after he was released by Le Havre at the end of last season after Desmas, so Al Duhail pounced this week and thrown straight into the AFC Champions League Elite. Here's Majrassi taking on Luis Alberto. Jamal Belmadi took over in June for his third spell in charge of this club. Previously 2015-18 and 2010-12 was when the club, formerly known as Lequia. National coach of Algeria for 6 years, Qatar national coach Matthias Shezel is his opposite number this evening. 37-year-old former German under-21 player. Took over Al Ahli in July of 2023. Guided them all the way to their first AFC Champions League success. Piątek chasing this one. He's made a really strong start to this season as Krzysztof Piątek, still only 30. 5 goals in 8 games, 4 and 6 in the Qatar Stars League. Well, can he repeat last season's success by defending the trophy? Only Al Hilal and Al Ittihad previously had won this competition for Saudi Arabia. Al Ittihad twice, Al Hilal 4 times. Al Ahli now joining that elite group of Saudi Arabian clubs to be champions of Asia. Here's Piątek, touch off by Luis Alberto. Crossing cleared away by Mohamed Suleiman. Throw taken short to Edmilson Jr. Now Braque with the throw. Play switched up to Bassam Al-Rawi. Now Desmas. Sending it long, too much on it though for Piątek. And the header back to Matteo Dams. Edouard Mendy to Ibanez. Verratti clipping the ball into the box again. Nobody really gambling though. Club who have been champions of Saudi Arabia 9 times, not since 2016 though. It's getting on for the best part of a decade since they've enjoyed domestic success in terms of being champions. mightily competitive now, of course, to pick up the 3 qualification spots in the Saudi Pro League for this competition. Ahli throw, sent forward by Suleiman. Tangana getting the foot in. Mahrez dispossessed. The Foudy was fouled. Verratti never want to take any prisoners in those central areas, the Italian. Won the Africa Cup of Nations in 2019 with Algeria. Jamal Belmadi. Played 8 times for Manchester City in his playing days, a spell with Southampton as well, played in France for Marseille. Suleiman. Now Riyad Mahrez playing the ball forwards. And it was Mazraoui who had charged out on the right side, trying to get in behind the Duhail defence. Some defending to do here then for Duhail. First corner for Ahli. It's taken short. Martins plays the ball in. The header is tipped over the top by Desmas. Roger Ibanez forwards. Just got in front of Yusuf Ayman. Tip over from Desmas. Another in-swinger towards Ibanez. The header down by Atangana. Again, not the most convincing piece of defending from Duhail. Well, the Brazilian Mateus Martins to deliver again. Enzo Mio. From Kessier, curls one towards the far post, but just too high. Certainly worth a try. From Kessier, the Ivory Coast international, has 3 goals this season. They're all scored in the Saudi Super Cup. Free kick for Duhail. Piontek, the player fouled. "12 goals in 37 internationals for Poland." He was playing for Istanbul Başakşehir before switching to Duhail for this season in Qatar. Here's Verratti. Now Mateus Martins. Dams. Then towards Atangana. Charges forward, had Mahrez in support, used the Brazilian Mateus Martins instead, who turned away. And there's 1 or 2 appeals that the Brazilian had a flailing arm there on Luis Alberto. Jamal Belmadi suggesting an elbow. Let's see when Mateus swings the arm round. Good bit of skill. I don't think there's any intent there at all. Does catch him, painful one. Has picked up a yellow card for it. Mateus. Just 20 years of age, came through the ranks at Flamengo, the Rio club. 2 goals in 20 appearances. Spectacular overhead kick set forward for Ferraz to chase. No matches for 18 days after today for Ahli. Their next match will be at home to Al Shabab on October the 17th. It's a good overlapping run here from Al-Rawi. Touchback and fired over the top, and you can see the reaction of 3 or 4 Duhail players in the penalty area. They weren't happy with that at all. Did seem overly ambitious to strike from there and didn't get hold of it at all well at Al Bubina. Just 22 at Al Bubina, yet to win a full cap for Algeria. Another of the new signings for this season for Al Duhail. They've got a few players still settling in. On paper, though, it looks a decent side. Luis Alberto. Despite the inconsistent start to the season, that can be a result, of course, of too many players coming in. Piontek challenging there with Matteo Dams. And the Belgian left-back is the player down. Joined at Ahli from PSV Eindhoven, Dams. 15 appearances in the Eredivisie for the Eindhoven club. Moved in January for the culmination of the AFC Champions League Elite last season. '95th game in charge tonight for Matthias Jesel. Won 58 of them, lost 19 of the previous 94. Had success wherever he's coached, really. He led RB Salzburg to 2 Austrian Bundesliga titles successively in 2022 and 2023. Edouard Mendy losing his footing there, and the loose ball picked up by Edmilson Junior. Sends the ball back into the danger zone. Ibanez clearing it away. Al-Rawi. That's a poor delivery though. That's going to be a goal kick for Al-Ahli. Finished second in the league stage last season, level on points with Al Hilal, 5 ahead of Al Nassr, the Saudi Pro League teams, the top 3. won 7 of their 8 games, dropping points in only 1. But were unbeaten in their 8 league stage matches. Mohamed Suleiman, cut out by Luis Alberto. Ahli throw. Decent start from Jamal Belmadi's side. Certainly seeing more of the ball in this opening quarter of an hour. Given away by Mahrez. Touch off from Piontek. Edmilson Jr. Plays the 1-2. Fires the ball across, it's behind Piontek. And cleared away by Majrashi. Brake. Milson Jr. exchanging passes again with Al-Rawi. Here's Roger Ibanez. Brake looking for options. Nobody really showing initially, but here's Verratti. Castelletto. Now Al-Rawi. Closed down though by Mateus. Al-Rawi. Foot in by Matteo Dams, who seems to have recovered from that knock to the head. Banez getting a foot in. Luis Alberto playing it forwards. Edmilson Jr. Mateus with the challenge. Dams looking for options. Nobody really showing for him, so he's forced to go long. Here's Ferraz. Clips the ball over the top for Mateus. Majrashi has made the run forward. And that's a comfortable save for Artur Desmas. No real power on that to trouble the French goalkeeper. Dams. Now Kessié. Natangana. Now Mohamed Suleiman. Kessié again. He's trying to get some sort of concerted pressure of the ball here. Ahli. Mio shifts it on to Mateus. Good challenge by Ferraz. Mio trying to pick up the loose ball, but Desmas hits it long again. And the free kick goes the other way. Just wondered for a second whether Bulbina was the player that was going to be fouled. Both got hold of each other, haven't they? Could have gone either way, that. It's going to be interesting to see how Mohamed Suleiman and Roger Ibanez deal with the dual threat of Christophe Piontek and Adel Bulbina. Here's Mohamed Suleiman. Al-Rawi. It's a heavy touch, and Riyad Mahrez looking to take advantage from Bourigeaud's mistake. Recovered well, though, the Frenchman, to at least get a foot in. Piontek. That's a foul by the pole. Mateus. Handball, says the referee. Five matches in last season's AFC Champions League Elite. Umar Mohamed Al Ahli, including a last 16 tie. Braque just about keeping it in play, but Al Ahli have the ball now with Mahrez. And the flag is up against Enzo Mio. Hasn't really got into the game yet as much as he would like, Enzo Mio. The creative influence at the tip of the Al Ahli midfield. Has double on 65 and 68 minutes, pulling the game around. Last time out against Nasaf Karshi of Uzbekistan. Riyad Mahrez scored 4 minutes into stoppage time, and then Mohamed Suleiman finished it off in the 15th minute. Fielders side haven't really got going yet. A couple of half chances. Nothing too much for Artur Desmas, the new Al Duhail goalkeeper, to worry about. Mahrez. Ibanez to Dams. Clips it forward for Atangana to chase. No one over the top for Bulbina, but again he's offside, the young Algerian. Four goals in 8 appearances this season at Al Bulbina. Scored 2 and assisted 2 in an 8-1 win away to Al Arabi earlier this month. Atangana. Now Kessié is pulled out of the centre. Swings the cross in, it's a good delivery. And Ali Majrassi arriving unnoticed. Took his eye off the ball though. And his was the final touch. It's a lovely move by Al Ahli. Nobody noticed him at all, he ghosted in from a long way. Majrassi. Better touch there and they'd have been in all sorts of trouble. Al Duhail, but at the other end, they've hit the post and now they lead. Edmilson Junior follows in. And having almost conceded at one end, it is Al Duhail who take the lead at the other. Well, what a pivotal moment in the game that might be. Ali Majrassi lacked the touch and composure at one end. And straight from the resulting goal kick, the header on from Piontek. Bulbina shoots it against the post. And Edmilson Jr. is on hand to follow in on the rebound. Al Duhail 1, Al Ahli 0. And Edmilson Jr. couldn't believe his luck, could he? Won't have an easier finish than that all season. His first goal. Al Duhail 1, Al Ahli 0. Well, it's been a decent start from the home team, and now they've capped it with the opener. Matthias Jesel, though, will be fuming at the way his team have conceded that. Directly from a Al Duhail goal kick, a Piontek header on, and Bulbina was away. And as they were on match day 1, the champions are behind. And Al Duhail, remember, were a goal up against Al Hilal. Bulbina scored that one before they eventually lost 2-1. He was an inch away from putting Al Duhail in front again. Edmilson Jr., though, getting the honour this time. First goal of this campaign. That's the Qatar Stars League side who strike first. Banez with the header. Verratti picking up the loose ball. Piontek picks himself up from the ground. He was clattered by Roger Ibanez. Decision going against El Brake. A challenge on Mazraoui. Mio coming short. Really struggling to exert any influence on the game at the moment. Enzo Mio has it now. Ibanez. Here's Ferraz. Clips it across. A little touch on that from the defender. Just took it away from Atangana, who was waiting to pounce. Luis Alberto. Mahrez. Here's Dams. Edmilson Jr. goes for the return, tries to get the other side of Dams, well covered by Ibanez, who can't keep it in play. It's a Al Duhail throw. You'd imagine he'll be tempted to throw on Ivan Toney in the second half if this continues. 3 goals in 4 games in the Saudi Pro League at the start of this season. Scored 2 in the 3-3 draw with Al Hilal 10 days ago as well, Toney. Here's Verratti. Now Brake into Yusuf Ayman. Oh, goodness me, that's a heavy landing from Roger Ibanez. Piontek knew what was coming. He'd just been clattered a moment or so before. So this time he backed in and... oh, that's That's horrible for Roger Ibanez. Luckily, he's landed okay. But caught there below the centre of gravity and toppled over. I think Piontek, in fairness, was concerned, even though he was pleading his innocence at the same time. It's a real battle to watch that between Piontek and Ibanez. And good to see that the Brazilian defender is okay. Here he is. Dams. Ibanez. Oh, nice feet. Mateus. Mazraoui has done well, pulls it back across. And there's a heavy collision between Ferraz and Artur Desmas. Both of them seem in some pain. But this is a worry for the Frenchman on his debut. His teammates seem really concerned here. Mazraoui did well to win the ball, put the ball in a dangerous area. Yeah, I think the knee of Ferraz has collided into the head of Desmas, who was really brave. Oh, let's hope he's okay. Yeah, his neck doesn't go back particularly well either. Two potentially horrifying moments in quick succession. Ibanez was fine, but you worry for Artur Desmas here. The high this week of finding himself a new club, having been released from Le Havre, and then getting the chance to make his debut in this competition. But he has been clattered heavily there. Do have two goalkeepers named in their matchday squad. Duhail, Bautista Burke, and Amir Hassan. Well, his teammates knew straight away that that wasn't a good one. You could see the frantic nature of which they were beckoning the medical staff onto the field. Looks as though it's going to be Bautista Burke, the 22-year-old Argentinian, to come on. He's featured 4 times in the Qatar Stars League this season. Players taking the opportunity to get some liquid on board. Well, Milson Jr.'s goal, separating the sides. Lovely flick on from Piontek. Bulbina was unlucky to see it clatter off the post, but Milson Jr. kept his cool to side foot home the opening goal. Well, his debut is going to be cut short here. Artur Desmas in a neck break, his head is bandaged up. And it is going to be another AFC Champions League Elite debut for 22-year-old Bautista Burke, the Argentinian goalkeeper. Featured in the Qatar Stars League. He kept a clean sheet in the 0-0 draw at Al Sadd 4 days ago. Played in the last 2 league games But now he's stepping up into the AFC Champions League Elite, the Argentinian. Well, of course, everybody dreams of the dream debut. And it was going okay for Arthur Desmas, but that's an awful moment for him. And we can only hope that he is okay and recovers quickly from what was a horrible collision with Ferres Albrican. Taking their time with him, understandably. Of course, sometimes it's precautionary measures and these things can look worse than they are. Let's hope that's the case for Arthur Desmas. Well, what an up and down week he's had. Free agent since the summer. Gets a new club, makes his debut. And it ends after 36 minutes. Bautista Burke will come in. 22-year-old Argentinian goalkeeper. The upshot of all that is a goal kick for Duhail. Which the substitute will take. Strong header from Atangana. Verratti wins it back. Hooked over the top for Piontek to chase, but wherever Piontek is, Ibanez isn't too far away. No problem for Atangana. He's just caught there by the studs of Marco Verratti. Back on his feet again. And the last touch was off the Algerian. Majrashi wins the throw. He's had a decent first half, actually, getting forward from right back for Ahli. The one moment he didn't cover himself in glory was when he was suddenly clear of the Duhail defence, took his eye off it and couldn't control it. It wasn't his fault, in fairness, that the resulting opening goal came from that goal kick, but it could have been a big chance for Ahli. Edmilson Junior. Al-Rawi. It's an Duhail throw. Al-Rawi with it. Launched up towards Adel Bubina. Terrible first touch from Luis Alberto, enabling Mohamed Suleiman to take it away, but won back by Ayman. Now it's a free kick for Duhail. Foul by Kessier. Don't generally get much change out of the Ivorian midfielder in those central areas. Here's Luis Alberto. Now Verratti. Braque into Ayman. Continues the run forward. Found Bubina with the header. No foul by Verratti. Now the Italian has it again. Borraggio. Luis Alberto. Bubina. Miscontrolled him, wasn't really looking where he played it. He's stayed down. Bubina. Mateus clips it out to Ferraz. Nobody really is taking on that centre-forward role for Al Ahly in the absence of Ivan Toney. Ferraz continually drifting out wide. Here Mateus rotating around really as to who runs in the centre. But at times when Al Ahly are attacking, there's a big space in that central attacking area that nobody's really filling. Here's Mahrez. Now Mateus. Twisting, turning and scores! And Al Ahly are level. Wonderful play by Mateus. The Duhail defending will leave a lot to be desired. But it's the Brazilian Mateus who pops in the equaliser for Al Ahly just a few minutes before half-time. Really well taken. Man, Jamal Belmadi is furious with the defending. Cut inside so easily, unchallenged. Yusuf Ayman sold himself really, didn't he? Jumped in. And then by the time Verratti got across, there was nothing he could do. The ball was flash past Baptista Berke at his near post. Duhail 1, Al Ahly 1. The 20-year-old Brazilian scoring his first goal of the season. Can Duhail respond? Verratti trying to find a way through Mazraoui. Mazraoui getting himself in the way. Al-Rawi. First goal for his new club then, Mateus. It's certainly the setting to score it, isn't it? Match day 2 of the Western Region League stage. It's a good finish. Baptista Berke may be disappointed to be beaten at his front post, but he's only just come on for the injured Artur Desmas. It's easy to look at a replay and suggest that maybe he could have kept it out, but it was the power of the shot, the speed of the finish from Mateus that got the better of him. Here's Ferraz. From Kessié, shifts it on to Mahrez. Squared it back to Kessié. This time Yusuf Ayman sorted his feet out and puts it behind for a corner. Quickly taken. Mateus with the touch off towards Mahrez. Back again with the Algerian. And clips the cross in. Not the best defensive header. Ibanez wins it back, but he was fouling Borraggio. And having played well for the majority of the first half and gotten themselves in front, I think Duhail will be relieved to hear the half-time whistle, but they've got another 7 minutes to deal with yet. Al Ahly finishing the half strongly. Bautista Burke has given it away. It's a gift for Ahli. Oh, you have to feel for the youngster, having only just come on. And now Duhail find themselves 2-1 down. Well, Riyad Mahrez, all smiles. Couldn't believe his luck. The pressure from Mateus. And then of all the players out there, Bautista Burke plays it straight to Riyad Mahrez, who just rolls it back into the net. Oh, it's an awful moment for the young Argentinian. And Jamel Belmadi cursing his luck, the injury to Artur Desmas, who had settled in pretty well. And a minute into first half stoppage time. Riyad Mahrez has turned this game on its head for Ahli. 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes. Duhail 1, Ahli 2. Well, question mark whether or not he could have kept out the first goal from Mateus, but he knows and nobody needs to tell him. Completely at fault for the second goal. Dwelt on the ball for too long. He allowed Mateus to put him under pressure. And then he somewhat panicked a bit and presented the ball on a plate to Riyad Mahrez. And he certainly wasn't going to pass up that opportunity, the 34-year-old Algerian. Second Champions League goal for him this season. Majrashi. Well, scored 4 minutes into second half stoppage time on match day 1. Gifted a goal in first half stoppage time here in Doha. Atangana. Here's Mateus. Mateus again. Dams. Kessier. So swagger about Ahli now with those 2 quick goals. Quick fire double changed the game on match day 1 against their Uzbekistani opponents, and it's a quick fire double again at the end of the first half here against Duhail, who are looking to respond themselves. Piontek is in the centre. Paul Bina couldn't find a way through, but does win a corner. First one of the night for Duhail. Kind of situation where Piontek can be a real threat. Castelletto coming forward as well. Yusuf Ayman in there. It's whipped across too high though for Yusuf Ayman. Verratti's header. Headed away by Majrashi. And that's a foul on Morris. Fabulous career he's had, Riyad Mahrez. Part of that extraordinary English Premier League win with Leicester City in 2016. Won 4 more titles with Manchester City after he moved from Leicester. Couple of FA Cup wins as well. The Champions League Elite win last season with Ahli. Africa Cup of Nations winner as well in 2019. Of which Jamel Belmadi was his coach, the current coach of tonight's opposition, Duhail. Atangana. Mazraoui with the touchback to Mateus. Here's Mahrez. How the hell get it away? Piontek beaten to the ball by Atangana. Ibanez. Dams is forwards. Now Mahrez. Looking for the opening to get the shot away. Atangana. And that's a comfortable gather for Bautista Burke. It's good to see the reaction of his Duhail teammates as well. Nobody was on his back. He knows the error he made. A reaction more of encouragement than chastisement. Atangana. Now Mio. Ibanez. Nice idea. Mazraoui making that run again. Really effective getting forward, Ali Mazraoui. Ibanez, the sort of centre-back as well that can spray the ball around. Well, it was all going so well, wasn't it, for Jamal Belmadi? And that is the end of what's been a thoroughly engaging and entertaining first half. Strong start from Duhail. Edmilson Jr. putting them in front on 25 minutes after Bulbina had hit the post. But after their goalkeeper, Arta Desmas, has gone off injured, Ahli have scored twice. Mateus with the first on 42, and then Riyad Mahrez with a gift in the first minute of first half stoppage time. Half time, it is Duhail 1, Ahli 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime score is Duhail Sports Club 1, Ahli Sports Club 2.
World's best airline for a record 9 of time, flying high as the champions of the sky, and this year even higher, best airline in the Middle East, world's best business class lounge, and yet still a Skytrax 5-star airline. That's a lot of bests, and none of it happens without the best passengers. Thank you for flying with us, and for voting for us. We go further because of you.
I landed in an unexplored territory.
Welcome back to the Abdullah bin Khalifa Stadium in Doha. And it's looking as though Al Duhail may be making an enforced change in this second half. Luis Alberto there with the ice pack very firmly applied to the thigh, and Ali looks as though he could be coming on to replace the Spaniard in the midfield. It's not been a good night so far, has it, for injuries for Al Duhail? And confirmation that is the change. So Moez on. And Al Duhail losing a second player tonight. Their goalkeeper Arta Desmas on his debut. And now Luis Alberto. Moez is the club captain, so he takes over the captain's armband from Bassam Al-Rawi, having come on. Qatari international, 123 caps for Qatar, 60 goals. He's been at Al Duhail since 2016. Had a spell in Austrian football, a season with LASK Linz. Didn't really work out for him there, though. And Matthias Jazel's side make their way out for the second half. Riyad Mahrez, 2 goals in 2 games now in the AFC Champions League Elite league stage. Ahli on course, the defending champions, for a second win to match their fellow Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal, who have started strongly. So the second half not quite underway. False start. Referee and 1 or 2 of the players seeing the funny side. So now the second half is underway. Al Duhail 1, Ahli 2. Luis Alberto replaced by Moez, the club captain, for the start of this second half. Al Duhail facing a second straight defeat. Next up for them on match day 3 will be Al Wada of the United Arab Emirates. Ahli, for their part, will face another Qatari side, Al Gharafa. Brake caught there by Atangana. Former centre-back in his playing days, Matthias Jazel. 60 appearances for Hoffenheim. Just the 1 cap for Germany at under 21 level. Dams launches that forward for Al Ahli. Castelletto's header. Verratti. Borrajo. Oh, swings the cross in. Big chance, and it's blocked away. Atangana clears it. Piontek. Now Moez looking to get on the loose ball again. Fabulous piece of defending from Matteo Damso. Big chance at the start of the second half for Al Duhail. Piontek! And now it is 2-2. Christoph Piontek with a thumping header. And having survived that chance just a couple of seconds ago, Ahli do concede the equalizer. Well, Edmilson Junior scored the first and has set up the second. That is just the kind of service that the Polish striker thrives on. A thumping header past Edouard Mendy. And it's Duhail 2, Ahli 2. What a start to the second half for the home team. Started well in the first half, but they've come out firing straight away since half-time. And Piątek scores his first goal of the league stage of this competition. Sixth goal of the season in all competitions. Scored a hat-trick in a 4-2 win against Salau earlier in the month. Was on target in the 3-2 win here against Sepahan in the preliminary rounds. Ahli ceded immediately to the league stage, but Duhail had to do a bit of work first. Beat Sepahan 3-2 in a playoff. Piątek, Bulbina and Bamba scoring the goals. And it's very much game on again, 2-2. Well, Ahli have certainly been the great entertainers, haven't they, the holders in the opening 2 weeks of competition. 6 goals in their game on match day 1 against Nasaf Kwashi of Uzbekistan. And 4 again here against Duhail in Doha. Mateus, Kessier, Atangana, touch back by Ferraz. Ibanez just trying to switch the play up to Dams, who had made a charge forwards. Valentin Atangana. Now Mahrez. Kessier. Gets it back from Mateus. Mio. Ibanez steps inside, big deflection. Did Bautista Burke a favour though. Went through all the emotions in the first half. Jamal Belmadi saw his side go in front and then almost collapse at the end of the first half with the concession of those 2 quick goals. The horror show of a mistake from Bautista Burke for the second Ahli goal, but what a response at the start of this second half. Matteo Dams thought he got his side out of trouble, but only to see them concede almost immediately from Piątek's header. Once over Bulbina. Mahrez back to Edouard Mendy. And Milson Junior. Piątek peels away again. There's Moez. Didn't play it inside instead. And Ahli come away with it. Verratti. Moez still waiting for the ball. One back by Edmilson Junior. Tigerish play from Duhail. Here's Verratti. Mazrashi clearing it away for Ahli. Kessier touching it on to Dams. Now Mateus. Back to Kessier. buzzing around all over that midfield. Marco Verratti. Here's Mateus. Oh, Mio playing it back, and it's gone behind off Borrijo for an Ahli corner. Ibanez up from the back. And a problem here for Mohamed Suleiman. Scored a late goal on match day 1, but you wonder if his match day 2 is over here. Doesn't look happy at all, Mohamed Suleiman. What a header that is from Piontek. And Dam's reaction was telling. He just cleared one off the line seconds before that. Lovely ball from Edmilson Jr. What a night he's had. Goal and assist. Goals continue to flow for Christoph Piontek. Ryan Mohammed is going to come on for Mohamed Suleiman. Three caps for Saudi Arabia, the 23-year-old defender. Came through the ranks at Ahli. Ball whipped in, and Ryan was very nearly on the end of it. Mazraoui gets the cross in again, tipped away by the goalkeeper and then gathered at the second attempt. Well, he's only young, but he's certainly had his struggles this evening. Bautista Burke. Another heart-stopping moment. Just got his fingertips to that. Just for a second, Ferraz thought that he was in with a chance. Recovered well enough, though. Bautista Burke. Piontek. Duhail throw. Piontek was on his heels there, and Mazraoui wasn't prepared to give him time. He's been pretty proactive in his play tonight, Ali Mazraoui, in terms of his defending and getting forward. Verratti. Borrijo. Edmilson Jr. turns away from one. Just unable to find Al Rawi with the pass, though. Yusuf Ayman. Bulbina. Clever turn away from Mazraoui, who this time jumped in a little quickly. Clipped across to the far post, just too much on it for Edmilson Jr. Oh, well, Ahli went 2-1 up just before half-time. You wondered if the writing was on the wall, but it's not the case at all. Played in towards Moes. Header away by Ibanez. Edmilson Jr. Piontek! Oh! What a chance to put Al Duhail back in front. Edmilson Jr. again offering the supply line. Ibanez's header away wasn't the best clearance. What a chance that is for Piontek. And he's hooked it wide. Not the cleanest of connections. It's got underneath the ball, and look at the spin on it that took it away. Edouard Mendy was rooted. Glorious chance for 3-2. Mahrez. Mio. Corner for Ahli, who haven't got going at all yet second half. They've been caught very much on the hop by Duhail, and they're fortunate to not be behind. They're finding out what it's like to be the defending champions, to scalp everybody once. It's the second time now in 2 games they've conceded twice. Mahrez across, Piontek with the header away. Here's Mateus. Mahrez. Mateus. Kessié tried to find the gap to thread the ball through, but couldn't find one. Kessié. Mahrez. Foul by El Brake. And a free kick to Ahli in a decent position. It's been a terrific game. There's half an hour still to go. Duhail 2, Ahli 2. Both teams have had spells in the game where they've been on top. Ahli need to get themselves going again. It's almost as though they've come out second half with job done in mind. Far from it. Terrific second half so far from Duhail, but we're only quarter of an hour into it. Mahrez. Oh, goes for goal, and very nearly caught out Baptiste Burke. Great shape to the free kick, just a tad too high. Spinning over the bar and off target. It's out for a throw. Ferraz trying to hold the ball up, won it back having lost it. Here's Mahrez. Kessié hooked it into the centre and there was nobody there. Another example of Ferraz's natural game, really, to start out wide, pull out wide, involve himself in the play. It's in the centre now though, touch off, and the flag up for offside. Take your pick there, wasn't it? It's 3 of them. Only dropped 1 point in their 8 league stage matches last season. Ahli 7 wins and a draw. In danger of dropping points here on match day 2 if things stay as they are. Ryan clears. Ahli throw. Thrown forward towards Kessié, who couldn't control. Scored the 2nd goal in the final last season from Kessié against Kawasaki Frontale. Here's Mateus. Touch off from Castillo. Al-Rawi. It's a good ball towards Bulbina. It's a really promising partnership this between Ado Bulbina and Christoph Piontek. Bulbina has the legs, the movement. Piontek, the physical presence, the finishing prowess. Well, two big chances in this second half. Took the first, missed the second. Moes. Foot in by Atangana. Now Kessié with space to use. Clips it out instead to Mahrez. Moves away from Al-Rawi. Here's Mateus. Cleared by El-Brake. Piontek got a toe to it ahead of Ibanez, but laid it straight to Dams. Mahrez wanted too much time. El-Brake wouldn't give it to him. Bulbina's ball for Piontek. Ibanez coming out on top this time. Majrashi. Now Dams. Mateus. It's been a constant menace to Duhail all evening from the left side. Mateus. Free kick for Ahli. Foul on Mio. Ryan to Mahrez. On by Atangana. Touch off by Mateus. Mio spreads it wide to Dams, who can deliver the cross. Just wouldn't sit up for Mateus. Ayman getting the challenge in, and then Atangana's header all the way through to Burke. It's been quite a progression from Duhail. It's a club that was only formed 16 years ago in 2009. There's Lequia. And they've already won 8 Qatar Stars League titles. Here's Mio, trying to find his way through. Most recently in the 22-23 season. Here's Bulbina. Cuts inside, no foul from Ryan. Have never won an AFC competition though, Duhail. That will be the medium to long-term target for the club. Mahrez. Touch back from Dams. Did go out in the group stage of this competition the last time they played in it, 2023-24. And it was group stage as opposed to the league stage. Atangana picked out his pass. It's another one of those good runs from right back from Ali Majrashi. Just too much pace on the ball though from Valentin Atangana. It's a good run, it's a good spot. Just couldn't execute the pass though. Only 20, Atangana. Was born in Yaoundé in Cameroon, but has represented France from under 17 to under 21 level. Played 56 times for Rams before switching to Ahli this year. Ryan. Mazraoui away from Bulbina. Mateus held his run. It's a good ball from Mazraoui. Ferris is in the centre. Mateus. Thought he was going to attempt the same thing as he did when he scored Al Ahli's first goal. Here's Moes. Well, the feeling around this stadium will be that they could get something here tonight, Duhail. Certainly the feeling pre-match, then at half-time, I think the hopes were dashed a bit. But Al Ahli haven't built on those late first-half goals at all. And no surprise to see Matthias Jason dipping into his bench. Mateus. Dams. Remember, the England international Ivan Toney is amongst those substitutes. And he is being readied, unsurprisingly. It's been the tussle of the night, that Ibanez against Piontek. Each of them has been able to chalk up wins at different times of the evening. But Piontek is on the score sheet, which will certainly rattle Roger Ibanez. Burke. Better with his feet this time. Bulbina foul, free kick. Yeah, Mazraoui, it was a poor challenge actually, right into the back of him. It's happened 4 times apparently, according to Adel Bulbina. Piontek. Mazraoui just seeing that one out. Got through some yardage tonight, Ali Mazraoui. So is Verratti. So Ivan Toney about to come on. Matagana. Al Ahli free kick, foul by Piontek. And it is Ferris El Brickan who is being replaced. It's going to be a double change. Enzo Mio. He will struggle to make his mark as he did on match day 1 when he scored a couple of goals. Saleh Abu Al-Shamat is coming on. So Saleh and Ivan Toney on for the last 18 minutes. Five goals in 9 appearances this season, Ivan Toney. Looking for his first AFC Champions League Elite goal tonight, this season. Does have 6 goals in this competition from the previous campaign. Well, this is a good run. It's played behind Ivan Toney, though. And Verratti takes it away, but almost a positive impact from Saleh. Oh, Kessié has given away the foul on Verratti. That's all getting a little bit out of hand here. Ibanez getting himself involved with Yusuf Ayman. It's a yellow card for Kessié. Yeah, treads on the foot of Verratti. I don't think it was any intent. I think it's just where he planted his foot. I think he was going for the ball. But he did catch Verratti. Painful one. Joins Mateus in the book. Still words being exchanged by both sets of players. He seemed to take more exception than most of the challenge, Roger Ibanez. Bulbina and Ibanez are the two that have been spoken to. Now Braque ushered away. Quarter of an hour to go then. Duhail 2, Ahli 2. The Asian champions 2-1 up at half-time, but Duhail coming back strongly at the start of the second half. Now Kessié wins the free kick. Two well-matched sides. It's been a tough start for Duhail, even if they come out of this with a point. Point from a couple of games against two Saudi Pro League clubs is a good return. Every chance of making it through to the knockout stage. Ibanez. It's a good ball by Ibanez to Dams. Now Saleh gets the cross in. Mateus was waiting to pounce. Braque cleared. Here's Mahrez. Mateus. Mahrez with the ball in behind and fed back across by Atangana. Mahrez with the corner. 7th corner for Ahli, just the one for the home team. Lofted in by Mahrez. Toney was challenging for it. And then fired off target by Ali Mazraoui. Bit of a jig around since Saleh came on for Ahli. He's gone wide left and Mateus has moved into the central position in place of Mio. Did all right there, Batista Burke. Atangana did really well to keep it in play. Burke prevented it from going across where Saleh was waiting to pounce. Too much on that. That's going all the way through to Edouard Mendy. Mazraoui is Holding wide, Ryan going infield though. To Atangana. Now Mateus, Ibanez. Bulbina. Piontek beaten to that by Ryan. It was a good challenge. Bulbina though, picking up the second ball. Kessier. Ibanez. Now Dams. Ibanez. Can either side find a winner? They won late first time around, Ahli. Can they do it again? Or can Duhail cause an upset? Piontek looking to pressurise Ryan. Still no doubt ruining that second big chance. That would have put Duhail back in front. Majrashi. Ryan. Atangana, not the best ball back to him. He was being put under pressure there by Borojo. Mendy drives it long. It's a poor touch from Yusuf Ayman. Majrashi. Saleh. Atangana. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Flag up against him for offside though. .34 now, Riyad Mahrez, but still as sprightly as ever. Piontek with the flick on. Just get the feeling, don't you, that there is going to be another sting in the tail here. Two sides locked together at 2-2 since Piontek's header 3 minutes into the second half. Ryan clears. Good skill from Saleh. Yeah, still going. It was held back by Verratti, who turns around to see a yellow card. First booking for Duhail. Here is Verratti. Carries the ball away. Finds Bulbina. That was a poor ball that gave Moez no chance, and his captain let him know as well. Atangana. Ryan away from Piontek. Here's Ibanez. Ivan Toney having to come deep to get involved. He's had no service so far since coming on, suffering the same fate as Fares El-Brikan did before him. Saleh. Really lively Saleh. Great player to throw on in the dying embers of a game. Player who joined Ahli in August from Al-Halij. Was at Al-Qadisiyah and Al-Town before that on loan. So still very much trying to make his name at Ahli, but he looks a really positive acquisition. He's lively. Mateus and Mahrez between them, losing possession. Burke clears. Banez wins the header. Here's Mazraoui, but I thought initially the whistle had gone, but not so. Here's Bulbina. Pulls the trigger, and Ryan got the block in the nick of time. Timed the block to perfection. Now Duhail still have the ball though. Edmilson Jr. across to take the corner. All eyes again on Piontek, especially from Ibanez. This will be a massive win for Jamal Belmadi if they can pull it off. Now Duhail. Borrajo's going to take it now. Edmilson Jr. has made himself scarce. In by Borrajo, Piontek challenge, but Ibanez was there to put him off. Edmilson Jr. made himself available. Moes trying to find a bit of space, thrown into Bulbina, and it's cleared by Saleh. Now Burke with the header back. Borrajo. Now Burke. Piontek in the centre, can he deliver? Swung the cross in early, but a bit too early. And Matteo Dams was there to intercept. Atangana. Mateus. Here's Mahrez. Inside the last 5 minutes. Both sides have played their part in a thoroughly entertaining game tonight, but which one of them, if either, can snatch the winner? Saleh. Header back from Verratti. Burke. Oh, not the best connection again. Ivan Toney. Burke with the save. History very nearly repeated itself for Baptista Burke. But this time he stood firm and made up for it. Ivan Toney was onside, Mateus had to leave it. And that's a big chance for the England striker. Good save from Baptista Burke, and you felt he needed that. Here's Bulbina. Oh, that's a shocking effort. Well, the second time that he's played it straight to an Ahli player. Riyad Mahrez returned the first one to the back of his net, but that's a good save to deny Ivan Toney. I think there'll be a bit of work on his kicking this week in training. Goalkeeping-wise, he's not done too badly. So Burke has gone off. He's been replaced by Homam. Yusuf Ayman. Bulbina is offside. Yeah, made the run way too early. Mateus. Majrashi. Here's Moez. Castelletto across. They got bodies forward here. Edmilson Junior leaves it for the substitute Homam, who played it in, but too many white shirts back there to clear it away. Ahli won their opening 5 games in last season's competition. Their only drop points coming in a 2-2 home draw with Esteghlal. Here's Homam. Are they going to drop points on match day 2? Edmilson Junior. Yusuf Ayman. Burke going long this time towards the captain Moez. Tried to head it on to Piontek with Ibanez out of the picture. Here's Borrajo. Now Verratti. Borrajo again. Verratti sees it out, just 4 minutes to be added on. Can Ahli win late again? Could Duhail grab a winner and cause an upset? Here's Verratti. Edmilson Junior takes it on. Edouard Mendy with the save. Now Borrajo. It's a good strike from the Brazilian. He's had a really good game tonight. A goal and an assist to his name. Would have been a spectacular way to win it from there. He's on target, but too close to the Senegalese goalkeeper. Matthias Jeto has been shown a yellow card, I'm guessing for something he said. Mahrez, Cassier, Mateus lifts the cross in. Here's Saleh. Dams, Saleh. Cross in towards Ivan Toney. Balbina slicing his clearance. Piontek can't control. And the shot is well off target from Majrashi, who found he was being fouled as he took the shot. Tangana coming off for the final couple of minutes. And he's replaced by Ziad Al-Yahani. Moez with the header. Piontek under pressure from Ibanez. Edmilson Junior helping the ball on, but it's back with Dams. First touch for Ziad. All the back heel from Saleh, but he's given it away to Borrijo. Moez. Good challenge by Ryan. Bit of an inquest taking place with Saleh at the centre of it. He's a skillful player who likes a trickle too, but that was certainly a back heel in the wrong place and could have been costly. Mateus from Kessier. Put in by Nilsson Jr. again. Helped on by Al-Rawi. Piontek. Final 30 seconds, still 2-2. Here's Saleh. From Kessier. Goal for either side now, surely wins it. Mateus. Majrashi. Al-Ahli throw. Mahrez. Tony clips it through, but Al Duhail stand firm. And the points are shared at the Abdullah bin Khalifa Stadium. It's a really good point for Al Duhail. 2-1 down at half-time. Edmilson Jr. had put them in front. Mateus and Riyad Mahrez putting the defending champions ahead at the break. But a really strong start to the second half from Al Duhail, resulting in Piontek's equalizer. He could have had another a couple of moments later, but a really good game. And 2-2, probably a fair result. Al-Ahli, the defending champions, dropping points then on match day 2. Al Duhail could be a threat in this league stage. It's finished Al Duhail 2, Al-Ahli 2.